What if we told you cars with 30,000 parts break more than ones with just 10,000? Back when automakers built tanks, not smartphones on wheels. Today, we're revealing 10 bulletproof legends that laugh at modern breakdowns. Stay until the end to discover which one still runs after 300,000 miles. Number 10. Ford Crown Victoria. Ever wonder why every cop car and taxi in America looked exactly the same for 20 years? Meet the automotive equivalent of a steel-toed boot. The Crown Vic wasn't pretty, wasn't fancy, but it was absolutely unstoppable. This body-on-frame beast became the backbone of American law enforcement and taxi fleets for one simple reason: it just wouldn't quit. Under that massive hood sat Ford's bulletproof 4.6L V8, pumping out a modest 250 horsepower but delivering something more valuable: rock-solid reliability. Combined with a heavy-duty automatic transmission and old-school body-on-frame construction, this thing could absorb punishment that would destroy modern unibody cars. We're talking 400,000 and plus miles with nothing but oil changes and the occasional brake job. Police departments loved them so much they kept buying them year after year. Taxi companies in New York would rack up 500,000 miles on these things. There's a reason retired police Crown Vics became the go-to choice for anyone who needed reliable, cheap transportation. Hunt for a 2003-2011 model with the updated engine. These are the sweet spot for reliability and parts availability. But Ford killed the Crown Vic in 2011, replacing it with the Explorer-based Police Interceptor. Why? Fuel economy regulations and the shift toward unibody crossovers meant the end of America's last true body-on-frame sedan. And if you thought that was impressive, wait till you see what number 9 can survive. Number 9. Subaru Outback. What do you get when you cross a wagon with a mountain goat? The 90s Outback, a car that laughed at weather and terrain that would leave other vehicles stranded. This wasn't just all-wheel drive. This was Subaru's famous symmetrical AWD system paired with their legendary Boxer engine, creating an unstoppable winter warrior. The heart of every Outback was Subaru's horizontally opposed Boxer engine, either a 2.2L or 2.5L flat-4 that sat low in the chassis for perfect weight distribution. These engines were practically bulletproof, known to run 300,000 plus miles without major issues. The AWD system was always on, always ready, giving you traction when others were sliding into ditches. In Vermont, Colorado, and anywhere snow meant business, the Outback became the unofficial state car. Ski instructors, park rangers, and anyone who needed to get places regardless of weather swore by them. They were the perfect blend of car practicality and SUV capability. Look for 1995-1999 models with the 2.2L engine. These are the most reliable with fewer head gasket issues than later versions. Subaru moved away from the simple, rugged formula by 2000, adding more complexity and switching to the problematic 2.5L SOHC engine that plagued them with head gasket failures for years. Number 8. Toyota Hilux. What's the difference between a Hilux and a cockroach? The cockroach might die first. This is the pickup truck that became legendary for refusing to die, no matter what punishment you threw at it. From war zones to Top Gear's destruction attempts, the Hilux earned its reputation as the most indestructible vehicle ever built. Built around Toyota's bulletproof 22R and 22RE engines, simple carbureted 4 cylinders that delivered 105 horsepower and 1,000,000 miles of reliability. No complicated fuel injection, no delicate electronics, just cast iron durability. The ladder frame chassis was overbuilt for its size, and the manual transmission was practically unbreakable. Top Gear tried everything, drowning it in ocean water, dropping a building on it, setting it on fire. The Hilux kept running. In developing countries, these trucks are still the backbone of commerce, carrying impossible loads over impossible roads for decades without complaint. The 1985 to 1995 models with the 22RE engine are the sweet spot. Fuel-injected reliability without modern complexity. Emissions regulations killed the simple Hilux in developed markets. Toyota replaced it with the more complex Tacoma in the US, loaded with electronics and emissions equipment that made it more civilized but less bulletproof. Our number 7 made German engineers question their entire existence. Number 7. Lexus LS400. What happens when Toyota decides to build the perfect luxury car? They create a machine so refined it made Mercedes and BMW question everything. The LS400 didn't just compete with German luxury, it embarrassed them by being more reliable, quieter, and smoother, while costing thousands less to maintain. At its heart was Toyota's masterpiece, the 1UZ FE 4.0L V8, producing 250 horsepower through the smoothest operation you've ever experienced. This engine was so over-engineered it could run 500,000 miles without major service. The automatic transmission was equally bulletproof, and the build quality was obsessive. Panel gaps measured in fractions of millimeters. When Lexus launched the LS400, they flew automotive journalists to Germany to test it against the Mercedes S-Class and BMW 7 Series. The result? The Lexus was quieter at 60 miles than the Germans were standing still. Mercedes engineers reportedly bought LS400s just to tear them apart and figure out how Toyota did it. Hunt for 1995-2000 models. These have the refined version of the 1UZ engine with more power and improved electronics while maintaining legendary reliability. Lexus moved toward more complex, feature-heavy designs in the 2000s. The focus shifted from bulletproof engineering to competing with German tech, sacrificing the simple reliability that made the original LS400 legendary. Number 6 proves greatness sometimes comes in small packages. Number 6. Honda Civic. What's smaller than a bread box but tougher than most trucks? The 90s Civic, a compact car with the heart of a marathon runner. This wasn't just transportation, it was proof that good engineering could deliver 40 miles and 300,000 miles in a package small enough to park anywhere. Under the hood sat Honda's legendary D-Series engines, simple, naturally aspirated 4 cylinders that sipped fuel and ran forever. The 1.5L D15 and 1.6L D16 engines used Honda's VTEC technology for efficiency without complexity. Manual transmissions were bulletproof, automatics were reliable, and the lightweight construction meant less stress on every component. College students bought them new and drove them through graduation, first jobs, marriages, and into their 30s without major repairs. In developing markets, 90s Civics are still daily drivers today. They became the universal symbol of reliable, affordable transportation. The 1992-1995 models hit the sweet spot: mature design, proven reliability, and parts availability that'll last forever. Honda grew the Civic larger and more complex through the 2000s, adding weight, electronics, and safety equipment. The simple, lightweight formula that made the 90s Civic special was sacrificed for crash ratings and modern amenities. Our next vehicle conquered the world's harshest conditions without breaking a sweat. Number 5. Toyota Land Cruiser 80 Series. What vehicle can climb mountains, cross deserts, and still drive you to work on Monday? The 80 Series Land Cruiser, Toyota's answer to the question, what if we built a luxury SUV that could survive the apocalypse? This wasn't just an SUV, it was an expedition vehicle disguised as a family hauler. Built around Toyota's legendary 1FZ FE 4.5L inline-6, producing 212 horsepower and torque that could pull down mountains. The solid front and rear axles, part-time 4WD system, and triple-lock differentials made it unstoppable off-road. The body-on-frame construction was overbuilt for extreme conditions, designed to carry heavy loads across the worst terrain on Earth. UN peacekeepers, Australian outback explorers, and African safari guides all chose the 80 Series for one reason: it would get them home. These trucks routinely hit 500,000 plus miles in conditions that would destroy lesser vehicles. In developing countries, 30-year-old 80 Series Land Cruisers are still working daily. Look for 1993-1997 models with the fuel-injected 1FZ FE engine. These are the most reliable and powerful versions ever built. Emissions regulations and market demands for more luxury killed the simple 80 Series. Toyota replaced it with the more complex 100 Series, adding independent front suspension and electronic systems that improved comfort but reduced ultimate reliability. Number 4 was so safe and reliable, it became a family heirloom. Number 4. Volvo 240. What car was built like a Swedish bunker but drove like a luxury sedan? The Volvo 240, a car so over-engineered it made safety boring because nothing ever went wrong. This boxy Swedish tank became the automotive equivalent of a reliable friend. Not flashy, but always there when you needed it. At its core was Volvo's legendary B230F red block engine, a 2.3L four-cylinder so bulletproof it earned a cult following among mechanics. This engine routinely ran 400,000 miles with basic maintenance. The transmission, wiring, and build quality were all overbuilt for Swedish winters and decades of reliable service. High school kids in the 2000s drove hand-me-down 240s with 300,000+ miles that their parents bought new in the 80s. These cars became family heirlooms, passed down through generations because they simply refused to die. Volvo's own engineers were shocked at how long these cars lasted in real-world use. Hunt for 1985-1993 models with the fuel-injected B230F engine. These combine classic reliability with modern conveniences. Volvo killed the 240 to modernize their image and meet new safety regulations. The replacement 850 was faster and more sophisticated, but never matched the simple bulletproof reliability that made the 240 legendary. The Germans engineered our number 3 to outlast civilization itself. Number 3, Mercedes-Benz W123. What happens when German engineers are told to build a car with no budget constraints? They create the W123, a Mercedes so over-engineered it made other luxury cars look like toys. This wasn't just a car, it was a statement that German engineering could build something to last centuries, not just warranty periods. The diesel variants featured Mercedes' legendary OM617 5-cylinder engine, a power plant so durable it routinely exceeded 500,000 miles in taxi service. The engine was built with massive tolerances, forged internals, and mechanical fuel injection that required no electronics. Body construction used thick steel and precision assembly that created panel gaps modern cars still can't match. Taxi fleets in Germany, Africa, and the Middle East chose W123s because they could run 24/7 for decades without major repairs. Many African taxi operators still use W123s today, cars that have covered over 1 million miles and are still earning money for their owners. Mercedes engineers from that era admit they built them too well. The 1980-1985 300D models with the naturally aspirated OM617 engine are the ultimate choice. Proven reliability with no turbo complexity. Mercedes moved toward more profitable, complex designs in the late 80s. The W124 replacement was excellent, but used cost-cutting measures and new technologies that prioritized features over the bulletproof simplicity that made the W123 immortal. Number 2 redefined reliability for an entire generation of drivers. Number 2, Honda Accord. What car redefined what reliable actually means? The late 80s through 2000s Accord, a sedan so consistently excellent it became the benchmark every other manufacturer tried to copy. This wasn't just reliable transportation, it was proof that Japanese engineering could create automotive perfection. Built around Honda's legendary K-Series and earlier SOHC engines that delivered the perfect balance of power and longevity. The 2.4L units routinely ran 300,000+ miles with basic maintenance, while the automatic transmissions were Honda's most reliable ever built. The build quality was obsessive. Every component was overbuilt for decades of service. The Accord became America's most trusted family sedan because it simply never let anyone down. Parents bought them for reliability and found they lasted through their kids' teenage years, college, and beyond. Used car dealers knew that high-mileage Accords from this era were gold. They could sell them with confidence knowing they'd keep running. The 1994, 1997, and 2003-2007 generations are the sweet spots. Mature engineering with proven reliability and parts availability that'll last forever. Honda moved toward more complex designs after 2008, adding more electronics, CVT transmissions, and cost-cutting measures. The simple, overbuilt formula that made these Accords legendary was sacrificed for better fuel economy and profit margins. Hold on, we're about to reveal our number 1 pick, and it's a true automotive legend. Have you owned any of these bulletproof machines? Which reliable classic do you think deserves to be crowned king of durability? Drop your experiences in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up to see more automotive immortals like these. Number 1, Toyota Corolla. What car became the most successful vehicle in human history? The 90s and 2000s Corolla, a car so fundamentally right that Toyota sold over 50 million of them worldwide. This wasn't just reliable, it was automotive immortality in an affordable package. The Corolla didn't just transport people, it built Toyota's reputation for building cars that refuse to die. At its heart were Toyota's legendary 4AFE and 1ZZFE engines, simple, naturally aspirated four cylinders that sipped fuel and ran forever. These engines routinely exceeded 300,000 miles with nothing but oil changes. The automatic transmissions were bulletproof. The manual transmissions were unbreakable, and every component was engineered for decades of reliable service. Toyota sold a Corolla every 15 seconds worldwide for decades. From college students to grandparents, everyone trusted the Corolla because it never let them down. In developing countries, 20-year-old Corollas are still daily drivers, still running strong with minimal maintenance. It became the universal symbol of reliable, affordable transportation. With basic maintenance, these Corollas could run for 300,000 plus miles and still ask for more. Annual maintenance costs average just $350, making them not just reliable, but affordable to keep running forever. Modern Corollas prioritize technology, safety features, and fuel economy over the simple bulletproof engineering that made the 90s and 2000s versions legendary. Today's Corolla is a good car, but it's not the immortal machine its predecessors were. 10 cars that prove simplicity and quality engineering create automotive immortality. When manufacturers cared more about reputation than quarterly profits, they built machines that could last forever. Which of these legends would you trust with your life? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching.